Okay, just walked to the beach from where we stay. It's probably more like 1.5 kilometers, maybe even 2 kilometers, because it took me about 30 minutes to walk. I thought it would be quicker. Maybe it was 25 minutes. Let's check out this beach. I believe it's called Long Beach. Probably because it's long. Okay. I'm gonna take off my flip-flops and let my feet be free. Okay. Well, it looks like one of those kind of beaches. Uh-huh. Not my favorite. Let's go dip my feet in the water and go for a swim anyway. It's 6:30 and maybe 6:45 now in the morning, and Rec is sleeping, so no one can watch my bag, but thankfully there's not that many people. And it's pretty clean. I see a little bit of garbage, but that's about one of the only good things about this kind of development right close to the beach, is that they keep it clean. Or they try to. Nice and calm. Certainly doesn't look like we got much riptides there. No surfing going on and no danger. Phuket! Yeah, you know, I read the Thai news in English. I'd say about once a week. Well, someone dies on Phuket, like a foreign tourist, or even Pattaya. It's mostly because they get drunk or stoned and then they go swimming at 2 o'clock in the morning. The sand's pretty soft. It's not a white sand beach. Maybe if the sun was brightly directly on it, could be lighter. But I don't think it's white sand. This is an island, and those are the places where you generally can find white sand beaches compared to mainland. But it's nice. It's probably pretty crowded during the day. I see a lot of very sunburnt tourists when I'm walking around this island. So a lot of people come here for the sun, to lie in the sun, in these sunbeds. Oh, there's the sun. You'll be working your magic, sun, in about 4 hours, I bet. Given the ridiculous, like, they look like they're from Florida or something, some of these people. Like, they're so dark, these white people. Or so sunburnt. They're either really brown or really red or really white. But hey, I'm a tourist also, so I'm just an observer. Being in this region of the world, you know what? I checked the map yesterday and we are actually in the Gulf of Thailand. That's pretty funny. But if you do look on a map, have I mentioned this? That this island should seriously be part of Cambodia. I don't know how Vietnam got it, but these things happen in history, and it's Vietnamese now, and Cambodia is never getting it back, because just they have tours here, boat tours, that go to small, gorgeous Cambodian islands. And you I think you have to bring your passport, but there's no immigration. So there is something that tourist islands and coastal places are going to have to deal with in the future. And, you know, unfortunately, the younger generation, like I'm Gen X, I'm 55 years old. I've had a lot of good times on the beach. These are mostly sandbags, not garbage. Why? Because of beach erosion, because of rising ocean levels. I've seen much worse examples where the water is right up to people's cabins, bungalows, restaurant. Trust me, This is not an extreme example, but you can see, I don't even know if it's low tide or high tide right now. But this is what they do to try to stop it. They build up sandbags, put a tarp over it, and hope for the best. And don't think about environmental protection laws. Oh, and to bring it back to Thailand, this island, Phu Quoc, is one of the larger ones, but it is the same archipelago islands, you know, an island chain that goes into Thailand. Like Koh Chang, super popular in Thailand. Koh Chang, and then the smaller ones like Koh Kut and a few other small ones, I can't remember the name. I've been on boat tours around those small islands, and I've stayed on Koh Chang, which means Elephant Island. And yeah, so there is a strong physical, geographical connection. They're all in the same island chain between Thailand, I would say starting at Koh Chang, then going to Cambodia, and ending up here. Yeah, lots of nice hotels on the beach. And because of the thousands of tourists who are sleeping right now, it's nice and quiet walking on the beach. However, I don't stand a chance finding any shells or anything interesting, just because it's too already picked over with locals trying to find cool shells to sell, and then the tourists are waking up and finding their souvenirs. And there's probably just not that many. This kind of beach in my experience. So I had no false hope for some decent beachcombing. But you know what? I'm going for a swim. Well, here's a little popular beach with local people or maybe Vietnamese tourists. I do not see many foreign tourists, but it certainly is quite popular. They're having fun. Oh, it's a Saturday also. That's probably a factor. Right, here's the coastal area in front of the temple. I like these rugged kinds of beaches, and there's a crazy woman on the beach. Ooh, man, you were swimming in that. That could hurt your feet. It's pretty sharp. Walking with the flip-flops. Yeah, this isn't a white sand beach. I think it's low tide because there's lots of little tiny tidal pools, but very boring and dried out from the hot sun. So you can't really explore too much at this little beach. Oh well. And actually it's on the east side of the island, so there's no sunset. It's on the other side. Just along this part of the beach in Phu Quoc is the working lighthouse. Now it is a little special, so let's go check it out. I love these craggy rocks. You don't want to really bump your feet swimming. I don't know how many are underneath right there, but it's quite a craggy rock outcropping that goes up and up. It's early in the morning, so it's not so hot. Nice temple architecture, nice tropical pines on the beach. Some coconut trees. Or those craggy rocks. Oh, there's the lighthouse. Okay. It is still working today, to this date. And there's a little temple here that traditionally fishermen would come to for a blessing, for good luck and safety. But now, as Phu Quocs become more popular with tourists, it's also a bit of a tourist attraction because it's quite a gorgeous location. There's Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy. She's a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is an individual that could have achieved nirvana but chose to stay on earth and help others. That's the way the story goes there. And let's catch that view out there in the gorgeous sea. Putt, putt, putt. Lots of fishing boats. Ooh, there are a lot of colorful ones. We'll show you at the wharf. This is in a different section of town. It's really beautifully maintained. It's quite old. I'm not sure when it was originally built. And people get out there fishing on those craggy rocks. Whoa, that's a big jump. To get from there to there. Oh, man. Well, I guess maybe it's shallow enough they can walk. Depends on the tide. Well, good luck, Mr. Fisherman.